Hi everyone, this is going to be a July's predictions for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Hope you enjoy. We are going to start with the oracle message, and then we're going to see if there is anything specific that we need to know about. Let's see. What's the message for Aries in July? One card, please. One card. Are you guys celebrating Canada Day or Independence Day, by the way? I'm just curious if you are from US or Canada. Okay, one message for Aries for the month of July. Message. Okay, let's try one less shuffle, and then if that doesn't work, I guess we're gonna move to other cards for now, and then we're gonna ask. Wow, this was a disaster. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so we need only one card. Okay, we're gonna take this one. So the overall message for the month of July is a morning. The world awaits you. Really interesting card. Firstly, also because she technically is a mermaid, and I also have like a little mermaid perfume right here. It's pretty cute, right? Anyways, so I'm going to read from the book what it means. Let's see if we resonate with this message. So the message reads, "You've been alive, sure. You've been waking up, doing what you need to get through your day, going back to sleep, repeat. Have you been living though? Truly living? I think you need to hear this now more than ever. Your life is incredibly precious. Out there, the world awaits you. Now is the time to make good moments and learn to treasure them as they come." You know, and that's interesting because that's how I feel, and I have Sun and Venus in Aries. So I feel like this really resonates for me personally, and specifically with like in regards to dating, because I feel like, you know, we've been kind of hermiting for a while in our homes, which is perfectly fine, but then maybe me or some other Aries out there, you just want to like have some changes in your personal life, but you aren't exactly doing any moves, like making any moves yet. Let's see. Okay, and since we're talking about mermaids, I thought of using the mermaid deck also. So I've already shuffled the cards. I guess I'm gonna do one more shuffle. Just one more shuffle on camera though. Okay. So what do we need to know for Aries in July? Let's see. Aries. Okay, so we do have the Hierophant. So I'm guessing it could be that someone is going back to school. Could be literally that. Could be something that you are learning and committing your time to. And also could be related to new contracts, possibly marriage. So let's see. Specific messages for Aries in the month of July. We also have Eight of Pentacles. Which typically is work related, so you could be getting a new job, maybe renewal of a contract, maybe potentially also applying for a new job, and you're trying to figure out your money situation. Perhaps you want a specific change in money. Maybe you have been investing but haven't also received the return just yet. And also, maybe you feel really overworked and you don't feel like you have enough time for self-care, because I'm also sensing here that you have, you know, as Aries typically, like we do have a lot of responsibilities and we tend to take other people's burdens as well. So perhaps you're feeling like you do need some rest, and maybe for some of you, you've recently started journaling as a way to kind of cope with, you know, thoughts that you have throughout the day, with a lot of duties that you may have. Maybe you have children as well. So it seems like you're quite busy in the month of July. Let's get one more card. One more card for Aries, please. One more card for busy Aries. Okay, so we also have Ace of Swords here. So I'm also sensing that to some of you, you have finally come to the realization that you aren't exactly, how to say this, you aren't exactly like a superhero, and perhaps you don't like the fact that you have to rest, because you feel like you would be achieving so much more if you just stay productive, but at the same time it's not really a healthy way to cope with stress or to live your life. And maybe also I feel like for some reason someone here is like running away from something. So like you're running away from, let's say, maybe your feelings, or from a specific truth about a specific commitment or feelings, and you are trying to do that through your work. So you overburden yourself. So you feel like at the end of the day you don't have any feelings left or thoughts left to think about that specific situation. Let's get a bit more cards here. Give us 3 more cards. Also, I'm getting that there will be, for some of you, there will be a revelation about a commitment that you've been to, perhaps a commitment at work as well, or maybe a revelation for someone who tries to pursue someone at the workplace romantically. Maybe you'll realize that that's not a wise choice to do, and you will need to step back. Let's see what else here. Give us 3 more cards, please. Okay, so we have the Fool, which is typically new beginning. So you could be also in July starting something new. Maybe I'm also sensing here someone is finally choosing to pursue their hobbies and want to monetize their hobbies. And also someone here is moving to another country. Perhaps you have made recently or somewhat recently plans, maybe even potentially in like Taurus season, so in the months of May or mid-May, you have decided to change your life, to come out of your shell, and to be a little bit more open to the world around you. And so perhaps you have also decided to take on the new adventure, because that's what the Fool typically represents, right? It's the one who travels light-heartedly and packs light. So maybe also as an advice here for you to pack light. Maybe you are willing to start a new relationship, but your revelation is that you have still some emotional baggage from the previous commitment that you haven't dealt with, and so perhaps you need to take action on that. You need to think it all through, with the Ace of Swords here as well, and figure out a better plan to maybe meet new people or something along those lines. Let's see. I mean, also the Fool represents Aries, so that's your own energy. And the Hierophant represents Taurus, so you could be dealing with either Aries or Taurus, but you don't have to be. cards, please. Why is Ace of Swords here? What is this truth or revelation? Why is Ace of Swords here? So we have here Justice. Could be dealing with a Libra. And Ace of Swords also is like an air energy, obviously. So it could be, like I've mentioned previously, literally that one contract could be ending and another is beginning. So you could be, like metaphorically speaking, traveling from one relationship to the next. And perhaps you have had like a legal separation or divorce, and you had to move from this person to another country or another place, something along those lines potentially. And maybe you also feel like your justice is the new beginning. So you feel like you have been in that specific commitment or relationship long enough. Could also be, like I said, work related, could be relationship related, and you're feeling that the best way out for you is into something new. Okay, so let's clarify Eight of Pentacles also. So we have here Death, which typically is Scorpio energy. And so death doesn't have to literally mean death, obviously. It symbolically just means ending something and starting something new. So again, I mean, cards just literally signify that, you know, you are in this process of transformation and traveling from one state to the next. And I think here that maybe you are either worried about your job if you are moving to another country or city, or, you know, somewhere outside of your typical place of residence. So perhaps you are worried about money and job and career and opportunities, and so some of you decided to also become an entrepreneur and start your own business where you move to. I mean, you don't have to obviously move to start a new business. Also here, I'm really like noticing and paying attention to the fish. And we had with the oracle card, we also had fish around her. So I think fish typically tries to signify, I can't talk today, typically signifies abundance, right? So I'm also sensing someone here is just starting out a new business and you're wondering like when the money is going to come. So something here about 3, so maybe 3 weeks, 3 months. I don't think it's 3 years, and I don't necessarily think it's 3 days, but it looks like it's relatively fast energy because it's a lot of there are all elements here on the table, but I feel like it's a lot of still like more of a water energy for some reason I'm sensing. And also number 4 is significant for this specific months of July for Aries. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe on July 4th you're meeting someone new, or you have a new date, or you'll get this recognition at work, or you're moving, or you are starting a new business and you're signing contracts, something along those lines. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so justice. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man, which flew out like this. So this could be an obstacle for you. And so the obstacle here represented by Hangman is that there is a pause. And I think that this pause is stopping you from this new beginning. So something here needs a resolution or needs an end. Maybe you haven't, or someone else hasn't yet signed the contract. It could also be like a lease contract. Maybe you're looking for a new place. Maybe you can't afford it yet. It could be, it could even be like a specific person that's in your way. I'm not sensing that for like a lot of people, but still. And also there is a need here to, as an obstacle, to look at the situation differently. So there is something here that you are missing. Okay, so let's ask, what are you missing here? Why do we need to look at the situation differently? What could that be? Give us 3 cards as well, please. What are these obstacles for Aries in July? What are these obstacles for Aries in July? So one, we have the lovers. So it could be obviously related to like a past relationship, like I said. Could be that you are transitioning from one relationship to another, painful divorce or separation, and so you need to look at the situation differently. And one of the obstacles could be that maybe you aren't necessarily seeing the person, you may not be like seeing eye to eye with the person. And also here maybe could be someone is a little bit too self-indulgent. I don't want to like, you know, throw in big terms like narcissistic and whatnot, but maybe either you or your partner doesn't exactly see their wrongs in the situation, and so someone has to look in the mirror to reflect back. And maybe you're also taking notes and journaling because of that, because someone is not reflecting. So one person isn't maybe necessarily talking because there is not that much sword energy here. And there are a lot of major arcanas, as you can see, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's a big thing, you know what I mean? So it's like potential big changes. So okay, so let's see what other 2 potential obstacles or something that's in the way of Aries getting what they want in July. What could that be? We are going to take this, and this is King of Pentacles. So I mean, literally could be like a husband. So maybe your husband is not signing divorce papers, or maybe there is financial how to say problem with finances. So it could be you having problems with finances, and like I said, not being able to afford the lifestyle that you want. And could be literally that also the obstacle is that you have met this new person who happens to embody this energy of King of Pentacles. So they could literally be Taurus. We have Taurus here already twice. So they could be Taurus, they could be Virgo or Capricorn. I mean, they could also be Gemini because the lovers is Gemini. I mean, they don't have to be, so don't get caught up in the signs. But it could literally be that maybe this person makes you feel very stable, and so your obstacle, so to speak, is that maybe you want to almost rely on this person, which is unlike Aries. But at the same time, like I said, Aries typically takes a lot of burdens on them, and so maybe you want to trust this person with something specific that's you know, that you see they potentially could help you with. Okay, let's clarify. King of Pentacles. Who is this King of Pentacles? Oh, interesting. We have an Empress. So Empress, I mean, could be like also a wife, right? So maybe this person has a wife, and you found out that they are married, and so you can't be together. But that's not exactly what I'm sensing. I think this is more about how they make you feel. I think that this person makes you truly feel like the Empress. And the thing is, Aries is represented with the Emperor card, right? And to those of you who know, Empress and Emperor are the perfect couple, right? So like the divine feminine and masculine energy, if you will. So it could be that this person, you know, I almost want to say finally, makes you feel like a woman. You know, they make you feel feminine. They want to nurture you. They want to take care of you. And since you typically are the one who takes care of other people, it's almost unlike you, like I said, to just give into this easily and to trust them so easily and want them to take care of you, right? So I think that's rather interesting. Let's see what else. We have still one spot for an obstacle, so let's see what that is. What is this potential third obstacle for Aries in July? Yeah, I'm feeling very drawn to this Empress card and to this Empress energy. Yeah, and I'm really, like I said, I'm really strongly sensing that like there something has awakened in you, or this person potentially helped awaken something in you. Maybe you tend to assert yourself more, you know, in a more like masculine way in life, and maybe you finally found someone who like appreciates that, but also is more masculine and strong than you, so you feel like you can be more feminine with them, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, wow, interesting. So we have an emperor here. Yeah, I think that now it makes sense. I think that you finally can see yourself like being with this person who happens to be more masculine than you, because emperor, like I said, is the Aries energy, right? So typically you are the one who takes care of others, and now you finally feel like there's someone who can take care of you. And so I think this is beautiful energy for you specifically. And like I said, maybe in July you are meeting this person who embodies these qualities, right? Who is masculine and yet has that nurturing side to them, and they you know, take care of you and they nurture you in certain ways that, you know, you just don't allow anyone, just about anyone, to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's beautiful energy. Okay, so let's see some other additional messages for you as a couple. I don't even want to like you know, ruin this energy, because it's really beautiful, and it's rather, you know, optimistic and future forward thinking. So I really like that. And also 3 + 4 is 7, right? So like I said, literally could happen this month in July for you. You can meet this person in July. Okay, let's see, how would you recognize this person? So we have the World here. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. So perhaps you are going to recognize this person because they are going to be as ready as you are, meaning that you both are going to embrace new energy. Maybe you both had to like let go of some, you know, negative past experiences, but you finally are going to feel I'm also hearing like inner child. So I'm guessing that you are also going to have a lot of fun with this person. They're going to ask you out on dates. You're going to appreciate that they are in some ways different that what you have experienced in the past. So, and this is also important here because, you know, the World was welcoming new energy and the Fool. So you are ready to welcome this new energy. And yet at the same time, I feel like there is something that's like almost there, but not there just yet. Like it's almost like hurry up, but wait. Like there is something that makes you want to like jump all into it, but at the same time, there are still, like I said, obstacles in the way. Okay, let's see what else we need to know. What do we need to know about this person for Aries in July? So we have Page of Cups here. I am as young as I choose to feel. Yeah, so inner child again. And I'm also thinking that Page of Cups is new beginnings in relationships specifically. And again, there is something here about abundance and money. So I think you don't have to necessarily worry about your money in the month of July. Just maybe make sure that you don't overspend also that I'm hearing, because you know a lot of water is a lot of moving energy, but make sure that you save and invest also. Okay, let's get one more card. So we have Eight of Wands. I manifest multiple opportunities, and I think that's actually very telling card for July for you, Aries, this month, because you are going to be in constant communication with this person. And I think if you are traveling to a new place, this person would be willing to travel to you. Maybe you still will live at a distance from them, a bit of a distance, because the World and the Eight of Wands are both here. But I think that you should embrace this new beginning, and you will recognize this person because they will be a great communicator. They will engage your inner child, meaning that you will have a lot of fun with them and you will just feel carefree with them. And you are both going to be ready to embrace the new beginnings with one another, and you would be willing to give one another a chance. Okay, is there anything else we need to know for Aries in July? Okay, I guess we're gonna take this. Oh, again, we have the Fool. I'm guided and protected on my life journey. So we have the Fool here twice, which only reinforces the message. Do not be afraid to take the leap of faith, and just know that you're always protected. Maybe also to some of you, I think someone recently has gotten into crystals. I don't know why I'm like sensing that, but if you have, maybe some of these crystals here, clear quartz, amethyst, sodalite, green aventurine, citrine, carnelian, or red jasper, like all of these could be helpful to you. Maybe someone here, I'm also sensing someone here has a bit of anxiety to meet new people, because after the somewhat painful end potentially, or just a like tedious end, maybe a divorce or something, you have been not so willing to emotionally invest into someone new. And so Page of Cups also could be more about indulgence rather than you know, getting into something more stable. So maybe you talk to a lot of people, but it's all like superficial and nothing really concrete or stable. So let's see what about that. Yeah, because I think that you have recognized certain things from the past. Maybe you have been hurt from the past, and so it wasn't easy for you to just let it all go. But I think you finally have gotten the clarity with Ace of Swords at the beginning and Three of Swords here. You've gotten the clarity that you may not have necessarily wanted, but the one that you have needed for some time to start anew and to start fresh. And so I guess advice here also is to not rush into anything impulsively, because Aries tend to have that, you know, impulsivity. And yeah, and just don't be too impulsive with this. Okay, and one more. Oh, one more card. Oh, we have Eight of Pentacles again. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Yeah, so I think here it's about just don't run away into work, for one, and to have a little bit more faith in yourself, into knowing that you are protected and you are guided on the right path. You are going to make the right decision no matter what it is that you choose. And I want to still have three more cards, and we are going to close the reading. Is there anything specific that we need to close the reading for Aries? Up to 3 cards, please. So we have Seven of Wands. So maybe for one, to take a rest, to, like I said, not rush into it, because maybe you feel like you felt like you had to protect yourself, but at the same time, it's important to be open and confident, because I also see here her solar plexus. So I'm saying she, but I mean it could be he, right? So you needed to be more confident in pursuing what it is that you want. Maybe not necessarily like pursuing a person or people, but just in general knowing exactly what you want. And also the hierophant here was about making a plan and sticking to it. So also important. Okay, two more cards. We have Seven of Cups. You see how we have 8, 8, and 7, and 7? So Seven of Cups could be confusion and not knowing exactly what path to choose or what to dedicate yourself towards, which is why I think it only reinforces the message that you need to meditate, to think about it, to sleep on it. You have to really think whether that's something that you want, you know, be it relationship, a job, entrepreneurship, whatever. So don't be impulsive, and just like in both of these options, think it through. Okay, and the last card for Aries. Last card for Aries. Yeah, and the last card, Six of Wands, which is victory and positive news. So I think you're going to be victorious in the situation that you choose for yourself in July. And I also think here with 8 coming to 7 coming to 6, it's about returning to the basics. So maybe take a bit of your load, don't burden yourself too much, and just know that you are protected. You have to not be impulsive, don't rush into things, think it through, because that's going to lead to confusion, that's going to lead to heartbreak and bad investments, which is not what we want. And you're going to be victorious, and that's it. And I think on this note we are going to end. This was the oracle message once again. Take action. So on this message we are going to end your overall eating. Why did I say eating? Maybe someone's hungry. Your overall reading, and I wish you well, and hope you enjoy this video, and thank you so much for watching and staying with me here today. Bye.